It's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Washington football team. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A huge play there right off the bat. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Colby Parkinson, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Mack to get it again on second down. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a big play that time by the Jets. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Now Jones. Open here, Adam Thielen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw again. Man open, here is Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Mack again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point try good by Gano. And will tie the score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Jets, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 33. A big gain there on 3rd and long. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. To the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 14. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Edmonds, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. We've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Jones now on 3rd down. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Gano's kick is good. And they've got the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from
the tasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 62 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Colby Parkinson as the first half is winding down. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pettis now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go right back to Mack. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the give, this is Mack. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the handoff, it's Mack. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now they'll switch it up here and look under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now Mack. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They find some open field here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2nd and 14. They'll run with Edmonds again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Far. Finding some room at midfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gano the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll swing that out, complete to McFarland. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, it's Edmonds. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. To Edmonds on the toss. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it. Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Finding his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Mack to get it again on second down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jones. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with McFarland. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. In your own home facility.